Hey gamers, welcome back to Game On, a gamers podcast. So today we're going to start it off just right off the bat with some articles. There weren't any questions from the previous two episodes, so we'll be just hopping right into things. So today Minecraft released Snapshot 20W15A, which added a couple new features, changes, technical stuff like that. But some of the highlights are they edited yet a new banner pattern for the piglins, and the Nether is getting yet another. No pun intended, but I love it. Biome called the Basalt Datlas. Delta deltas. Basalt deltas. Man, why'd I have such a hard time with that word? I play too much Minecraft. As well as soul campfires. So it's going to be a campfire. Probably instead of like wood, it's going to be like soil or something like that, and it glows blue. And then black stone is yet a new building material. You can also have gilded blackstone, which has like gold lining in the stone framework, and of course all the variants for that, brick and chiseled and smooth and all that. So really, really cool. I'm really looking forward to Blackstone. Uh, you can do quite a bit with it. My guess is it's going to have something similar to, the stone texture, although, as the name would imply, black. So that would be really good, as a lot of people like the stone texture, just a little darker. So then, moving on to our next article, we have a stunning one. There's yet another lawsuit against the Nintendo Switch. Now, this one, at first I was kind of shocked to hear about, as I didn't really know about the first one, but yes, indeed, there is a lawsuit. And this is not the first. This one is by Game Vice. It's a company that makes controllers for mobile iPhones, Androids, iPads, stuff like that. Um, and the whole basis is that their controllers are very similar to the idea that Nintendo came up. Well, the controversy is that they're infringing on Nintendo is infringing on the patent rights of Game Vice, as their controllers for mobile devices are like basically like the Joy Cons. They can attach to the side of the device and all that. Um, and what this would do is prevent import of Switch consoles from Japan. Now, this would be a major blow if it was successful, as the Switch and Nintendo is fairly popular in the Western countries. So we'll have to see how far that goes, if it actually gets anywhere. Now, if you're a Lego fan, a Zelda fan, or just a video game in general, or any combination of the three, you might be interested in this. The Lego has had this section called Lego Ideas. Now, among the top members of the Lego Ideas community is the 10K Club. The way Lego Ideas work is you basically make your own custom Lego set and submit it. If you get like 10K reviews, you can be reviewed for entry to the 10K Club. Well, Harry Finkel has created a Breath of the Wild stables, and I must say the kit looks amazing. He's got the custom figures and everything, and it looks really, really good. So they did an interview on him, and if you want to check that out, I'll leave the link to the article in the description. Now, if you're a mobile gaming card collector, and no, I don't mean Magic the Gathering players, although it probably is also for mobile devices. I'm talking about Clash Royale. In this previous season, they celebrated their 10th anniversary, and of course, the arenas were all birthday themed, as well as the new card, the Royal Recruits. However, at the end of the season, they changed something. For the first time ever, they took a card out of the roster. They removed the the health potion. And what that would do is when played, it can be played anywhere in the arena, would leave a ring of healing. And they switched it out for like the health spirit, the healing spirit, essentially completing the uh, three. You got the different wizards, but then you've got three different spirits now: ice, fire, and heal. I would have liked to see like an electro spirit where like they jump on them and then it kind of sends out like a little zap or something instead of the heal spirit. Personally, I use the health potion quite a bit, and I'm kind of on the fence about the heal spirit. It works well, but is easily destroyed. Um, Thankfully, they didn't change any of the uh, like the elixir costs, so I'm happy about that. But we'll have to see how it goes. Now, as the coronavirus has happened, many people have been playing games. Well, one of the most popular games that I've seen is Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, I'm kind of curious because I don't actually know. New Horizons is not a new, yeah, like subtitle for games. For the SNES console, they had Uncharted Waters New Horizons, which is oddly complex. I still haven't figured out the combat system for it yet, but if it's like a little nod to that, cool. If not, oh well. But New Horizons, if you have never no idea what the Animal Crossing series is about, you it's taken several roles, whether it's like uh, interior design or you're the mayor of a town. This new one, you're on basically a deserted island, and you're building your own like island paradise. Well, an event that I believe is currently going on is the Easter event, which has introduced the egg series of items, and that would include, but not limited to, egg table, basket, or archway. So if you're are interested in that, have it, or thinking about getting it, the hunt for eggs is on, and I hope you do well with that. Personally, I've not played any Animal Crossings. Uh, I had a 3DS, which recently and sadly has left us. The bottom screen just kind of burned out to the point where you couldn't really see anything on it, and for most 3DS games, that's is very very crucial. Um, so yeah, that would have been the console I would have started Animal Crossing on, looking at New Leaf, but sadly I never got a chance to try it. Now, another interesting thing, which I actually really like uh, the way they pulled it off. I can't think of the word at the moment. Execution. There we go. You might have heard of Paper Mario and all the different games, and often one of the jokes, well, Breath of the Wild was in development, so that's like what, 2 years ago? Four? No, can't be four. I think it's two. Anyways, while Breath of the Wild was in development, people speculated about, what's the next Zelda game, and one of the jokes was Paper Zelda. Now, you might be going, okay, could be cool. It depends definitely how they do it, but a fan created this whole like Paper Zelda video, and I'll leave a link to that also in the description, where they show off different Zelda titles in like a paper form, and I am actually really impressed with how they did it. And Nintendo, if we can make like a paper Zelda with having seen how well a fan did it, let's make it happen. I'm like pumped for this. It looks really good. Um, but they had everything from Wind Waker to Ocarina of Time to Twilight Princess all in paper form, and it was really really good. Um, Now, as you might know, about a week ago, Nintendo released what they have called uh, Nin- Nintendo Direct Mini, as the Nintendo Direct got canceled via coronavirus. And in the Nintendo Direct, we saw several things such as uh, Xenoblade Chronicles remastered edition for the Switch, as well as a epilogue never before seen, on top of a new game that's called Ninjala, which is kind of a ninja form of Splatoon, although instead of painting arenas, you're fighting each other as ninjas fueled by the power of bubblegum or ninja gum. It's very cartoony and childish. Some of the weapons range from anything from like a rubber bat to yo-yos, and you can disguise yourself as things like lampposts and stop signs, or stick to walls and blow bubble gums at people, and it's just very zany and looks really cool, interesting concept. So I'm gonna have to see how it goes, see how the population reacts to it. Um, I actually need to invest in a Switch because a lot of the titles that have been or will be released for the Switch looks really interesting. And if the uh, lawsuit on Nintendo goes through and they're banning imports, I'm gonna have to jump on it as soon as possible before that happens. So here's hope that that doesn't happen. So it, as we're coming to the end of the episode, I wanted to mention a couple things. First of all, and I really should have said this in the beginning, so sorry for anyone who hasn't stuck around this long. Uh, if you have, thank you very much. For those of you who, and you won't get this, but I'll leave what I'm about to say in the comments as well. With just the nature of Game On and how much I'm looking into these different topics and all that, I don't have the time to do it uh, 4 times a month. So instead, I'm going to do it 2 times a month. So not next week, but the week after. And yeah, that was pretty much all for the updates. But uh, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, I go over comments and questions in normally at the start of the video, but there hasn't been any of as of recently. So if you have any of those, obviously make a comment and I'll cover them next episode. So yeah, if you subscribe, all that. Have a great day, and I hope you're staying safe as the coronavirus is happening, and I know people are getting bored with being at home for almost a month now. Might be closer to 3 weeks, but better part of a month at home is no fun. So I hope you all have find something to do as well as staying safe. I'll see you in the next episode.